Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mom.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles as they take on Dak Prescott and the defending NFC East champs, the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and score.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
15 yards on the play, first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinned.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys take the field, and the man leading them, Dak Prescott, who's been remarkably consistent through his first 3 NFL seasons. 23, 22, and 22 touchdown passes as he put together a 32-16 regular season record in those 3 years at the helm. Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
A little juke. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. This is Howard on 2nd down, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
On second and goal, Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Well, we've got a good divisional battle here tonight in the NFC East. Tomorrow night, we get one in the AFC East. The Patriots and the Jets. Monday Night Football, MetLife Stadium. Coverage at 8:15 Eastern Time. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Dak Prescott last year against Philly, boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise, 455 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 29-23 December victory over the Eagles. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Prescott, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down now, Pollard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Throwing, Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
Sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
To throw once more on second and 10. Wentz. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Wentz to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Elliott. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Throwing on second and 8. Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of the other receivers can beat us.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now,
hit touchdown, Philadelphia! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Defense.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Cowboys 6. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw. Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And he's taken down inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44, Prescott. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Brings up second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pick it up, guys.
Here we go, 46.
42.
26.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. And this is Parker, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Prescott now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Pollard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Yeah, this is caught. It's Parker. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why?
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Cooper a season ago against the Eagles had a career-best game. 10 catches, career-high 217 yards, 3 touchdowns in a Week 14 victory. And, of course, that was just 2 weeks after a really big game against another NFC East rival in Washington when he put up 180 yards and 2 scores. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. Now Wentz is brought in by Jeffrey. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And an alley to run. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run with Clement. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On second down, it's Howard, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Trying to punch it in with Howard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Philadelphia, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.